But I didn't just learn about the toys in the 70s. I also researched about the clothing that the musicians wore back in the 70s as well.
Clothing or like costumes did you wear when you went on tour?
Whatever fit. I would go and wear whatever felt comfortable.
So how do you think that changed from the 70s till now?
A change within over the years, and but basically most of the clothing has stayed the same. Like I could get a guy from back in the days when I was playing and playing now, and it's very little change.
Yeah.
It was still, yeah.
Okay. How do you think clothing showed what the band was really like trying to show? Like the Ramones, they wore really raggedy clothes, and then Freddie Mercury wore really really out there clothing.
It went from, well, the hippie ages, the hippie stages went from very loose clothing. When you're on acid and on LSD drugs and stuff, which a lot of the bands were on, they wanted to feel comfortable, so they wore loose clothing. And some wore, a lot of people wore t-shirts and jeans, but they still wear them today. And so there hasn't been, but then you can get off on glamour rock and big hair bands like Queen and Alice Cooper, the New York Dolls, and there's a long host of other bands that would throw on extra jewelry, and they would go into the rhinestones, scarves, and things hanging off their belt. And now it's like tattoos showing arms length of a variety, a collage of tattoos, and but overall, jeans and t-shirts are were acceptable back then, and are acceptable now. If you see bands now, you see that they're just about wearing the same things. So that not that much has changed in clothing. Took me several styles, but for singers and so on, you see watch the Rolling Stones, that they've progressed over the years. They really haven't changed all that much in their style of stage gear and what they wear.
How much did what you wore on stage really matter about what you actually sang about in your actual performance?
They played, well, in case of John Kay and Steppenwolf, he was our lead singer. He wanted everyone to wear biker clothes, like with chains, belts, whips and chains, and leather vests, and it was more like the Levi Jet Set type of format with, well, we had the Born to Be Wild, so we had a lot of biker fans, so we dressed to just kind of blend in with what the bikers were all about.
This is my other mentor, Sam Bole, and he thinks that what people wore up on stage has changed a lot over the years, contradicting what my other mentor, Nick, has said.
It's funny because now, like, a lot of what people were wearing, like, they were being very flamboyant, colorful, big bell bottoms and huge platform shoes and stuff. And now it's kind of like people do that. It's kind of a joke, and they're dressing up and like, oh, look at this is fun.
Yeah.
But back then it was like they were a little more serious about that. That was what you wore on stage.
This project was so much fun, and I really liked that I could choose what I made my project around. I would also really like to thank the board members for donating their time to seeing what I have made for my 8th grade PhD project.